Well, g'day, and welcome back again to Zhaoqing, and we're out very, very early in the morning. It's around 7 a.m. at the moment, and this morning it's a Sunday morning here, and we have the running today of the Zhaoqing Marathon. So we actually have two races going on today. We have a half marathon and we have a full marathon, both running at the same time. So we're down here at the start line here. We're going to have a look at the start of the marathon this morning, and then we're going to whip up the road, have a look at the finish of the half marathon. Then we're going to duck over the river to Gaoyao and try and catch the finish of the full marathon. So as we whip our camera around here, we have the road closed off here. So if we just turn back around the way that we've just come over here, they have all the competitors coming in here. They will come around the road here, line up on the other side of the road over here for the start of the marathon. We have metal detectors down here, making sure no one's bringing anything illicit into the ground. Another metal detector over this way. Got lots of buses. We've had buses pulling competitors in all the way riding down here. We've had people, you can see the number of people coming up through here. We had people coming up along the road here, running all the way, sort of warming up and stuff before the start of the race. And we have, I believe, over 3,000 registered for the full marathon, over 8,000 registered for the half marathon. As we are wandering around this morning, we will try and get you some further information. We had the fun run yesterday, which I have no idea how many people took part in that. There were many, 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 many people. We have public toilets set up here. I've seen these portable toilet cubicles set up all the way along the route, along the side of the road. There's lots of these set up everywhere. So the start line is just up here. You can see the green sign over the top there. That's the start line there. We have people queuing up all the way back here. It is a huge, huge event. Lots of tents here set up for people registering, getting their numbers and stuff for their shirts. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very big event here today. Roads closed off everywhere. It's always a big, big, big event. It's actually a beautiful day for it today. It's overcast. There's not really any sun to be seen, and we have, let's see, what is the temperature right now is 16 degrees Celsius. Probably going to be getting up 23, 24 by the time the race finishes. So about as perfect as you could ask for weather-wise. As we can see, there's lots and lots of buses lined up in here. We have the big tour buses like this, which I'm guessing have brought people from other cities around the place for the run. And then we have the city buses in here, which are bringing in competitors. Hello. Bringing in competitors from everywhere. And we have fire department here as well, lined up. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very big event. The competitors, so many people here. I do wonder, so I got the information about the numbers. When was that? I got that 3 days ago, so hey, Mr. Tony. All right.
You're filming, yeah?
I'm already on.
Okay.
I'm glad you got up early enough.
Yeah, I just got here.
I'll All right, we're going to stop there. We'll be back with you a little bit closer to the race. We're going to catch up with Mr. Tony here for a minute.
Because we're going to have a cigarette, and that's
Okay, so we have the start line just up ahead of us here. So we can see here all the metal detectors where they're letting people in for the race itself, keeping everybody else out of that area. This goes a long, long way back down there. Like we say, there's thousands of competitors. We're just moving up this way a little bit because we actually want to get the runners running past. We're not going to be able to get close to the actual start line. See drones galore up above us. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 just here over the start line. There's more of them in the sky back this way. But I thought we'd take you over this way and have a look at this. So one thing that is a very, very common thing here is these bikes here, which you can scan the QR codes of and, you know, basically hire the bikes. And we can see the amount of bikes down here. This just goes back miles and miles back there. So all the competitors have hired, well, not all, a lot of the competitors have hired bikes to ride down here to the start line. And they're going to have to send trucks. I don't know how all these competitors are planning on getting home at the end of the race because the finish line isn't here. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to have trucks from the companies that own these bikes come and pick these up, take them to finish lines or something, but it is incredible numbers of bikes here. So we are now, what are we, 6 minutes from official start time. So don't go anywhere. We are going to try and give you a look at the route, although we might wait. We'll get the start out of the way and then we will, what was I saying? Then we will get up to the finish line of the half marathon and we might pull up. We've got a, what's the word I'm looking for? A animated map showing the route of the run. So we'll go through that, show you where they're running once we get the start out the way. Don't go anywhere. The start will be on very, very soon. Okay, so here we have the official timing car. We are about 1 minute from the start. We've just had the national anthem play. We'll keep an eye on this car. As soon as his clock starts, we'll know that they're on their way. We are about 100 meters down the line from the start line, and they are any tick of the clock from getting going. Hello. Okay, time must be very, very close now. Here we go, there's the start of the marathon on the way. So I'm pretty sure we'll see the full marathon runners. I think they take the first position. Then we will have the half marathon running in the rear. So here they come. One out of the gates really fast. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. You've got plenty of space ahead of you to get going. It's a very, very good crowd running through here. they just keep coming. I can see way back down the road down here, lines and lines of people going a long way back. It's a huge number of people here taking part. There's a lot of people hanging out also on the side of the road. Lots of every sort of little hole. So we've got plants along the centre line here, but everywhere we've got a little bit of lawn. There's crowds of people up here watching it as it all passes by. Unreal. That is just so many people. Everybody's got their phones up here, filming the crowd running past. Just looking at the numbers on their shirts, I think we are still at the full marathon numbers here. So we see a lot of people running with action cameras, 360 cameras up on selfie sticks. So a lot of people filming their races. I hope they got lots of batteries, because I know an Insta360 camera battery is not going to last that long. Hopefully they got more batteries in their pockets with them. It is still, as we look further down the road down here, it is still absolutely chock-a-block as far as I can see. The numbers of people to come through are just phenomenal. Okay, we must be into the half marathon area by now. So, just looking down the road here, we had the metal detector entrance and stuff. They're already pulling everything down, getting ready to open up the road again for traffic. So yeah, as soon as the race passes through any particular section, they will be opening the roads up as soon as they can, because there's going to be a lot of the city closed down at the moment for the race. I've had to really sit down and plan my route, how I'm going to get. So as I said earlier, we're going to do the start here, then we're going over to the finish line of the half marathon, then the finish line of the full marathon, and we've had to really think and plan about how we're getting to each of the venues, because just getting across roads is going to be a real mission in places, because yeah, everything's closed off. Wow, they just keep coming. That is unbelievable. I certainly hope they are very, very happy with their turnout. I can see off in the distance they've got a stage over here. They've had performances happening before the race, different dancing groups and whatnot doing their thing. And I can see a whole bunch of officials up on the stage there, waving the runners on. So a lot of people wearing green. I wonder if that's the an official shirt for the marathon. I'm just trying to see if we can see. Yes, it is. That is the official shirt for the Zhaoqing Marathon that no doubt you'll be able to buy. And I don't know if anybody can buy them, if only the runners themselves can buy them. If I can get hold of one somewhere, I might try and do that. It is still jam-packed as far as we can see up there. So the fun run yesterday, we saw there were lots and lots of kids involved. I haven't seen any younger ones here yet. Okay, young girl there looked maybe 17, 18. Should be the youngest I've seen so far. Actually, I haven't seen any foreigners here yet either. Last year we did have a number of foreigners running in the marathon. But there are a bunch of marathons being run today. I believe the marathon in Sing Sing in Yunfu is being run today. I believe there's others being run. I've seen them advertised for Foshan, Guangzhou, Shenzhen. I'm not sure whether they're on the same day, but there are marathons being run all around the place. So, yeah, I don't know that we've got that many foreigners here. I do know of one. There is a fellow Australian apparently running. Mr. Tony saw him earlier, but I haven't seen him go past yet. It is just an unbelievable amount of people running by us. It actually looks like we might be seeing the end of the runners far off in the distance. They haven't made it to the start line yet. So some of these guys must have had 2 kilometers to run before they even reached the start line. That's it's unreal. So many people get involved with this. I'm always impressed every year with the numbers of people we see down here. A young girl and guy there, they look about 16, 17. That'd be the youngest I've seen so far. But yeah, certainly haven't seen any kids involved like we did with the fun run last year. It actually looks like we are fairly close to the end now of the starting competitors. So we might take a little stroll just up here. We do have another group of people. Just trying to see who these people are in the distance. Okay, they're volunteers down there. So yes, we are through all the runners now. So what did that took us about 10 minutes for everybody to get by us. It's a incredible turnout. I'm really, really impressed. So the idea now is we're going to head up to the finish line of the half marathon. Try and catch the end of the half marathon. That is about 5 kilometers back this way, the opposite way to what they're running, up along the river. Then from there, we're going to head down over the railway bridge, over to Gaoyao and try and catch the end of the full marathon. So yeah, we'll try and get you some information on numbers and stuff while we're waiting for the runners to come through at the first finish line. So, and we'll show you the video of the route and stuff. So yeah, so it's actually I'm really impressed with the route they've mapped out this year. So yeah, we'll show all that. So that's all coming up. We're gonna go jump on the bike and head over to our first finish line. So stick around, there will definitely be lots more to come. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so we're back with you now. We are now over in Gaoyao. We couldn't get to the finish line for the half marathon because the roads are just jam-packed, and they were doing a circle around the starting line. So by the time we got to where we needed to get to for the next section, they had already closed all the roads off. So we couldn't get across the road to get to the next nearest area. So we are just having a look up here. We've just come back up onto the roadway. So the finish line is still further down in front of us. We'll keep going along here. The runners haven't come yet. Came over the bridge over here behind us about 10 minutes ago. Even driving around Gaoyao trying to get to this point has been an absolute nightmare. Just traffic absolutely everywhere. It is really busy all the way around. But hopefully we'll be able to get down very close to the finish line down here, wherever it is. The bike's parked probably a kilometre behind us at the moment as we look. There's no sign yet. There's no sign yet of any runners coming behind us. So what we'll do is we'll pull out the phone, try and give you a look at the route. We lost Mr. Tony. He is, I don't know whether he got to the finish line of the half marathon, but let's try and find us. Okay, so just on my phone here, try and find where that video was showing the I'm sure I saved it, or did I save it? Is this the one? No, it's not that one. I'm sure we've got it saved here somewhere. Here we go. So let's pull on the screen recorder. So here is Eastgate Square. So this was the starting point, and we were basically doing a lap right the way around the lake. So we're at Paifong Square there, that's Paifong Square. Then heading up, going right the way around the lake here. Which, yeah, by the time we got to where we had to cross the road, they had already reached this point. So all these roads here, so we needed to get across the road here. We couldn't do it. So from here they're heading, I think, right up to the river. No, they're heading, no, okay, so this section they're going down through town. Where are we here? Okay, so this is still back further out. So this is the easternmost bridge, and that's the finish line up there for the half marathon up ahead of them there. Right down there, and at the top of the screen there will be Antelope Gorge. Then the full marathon is turning around there, and running right back the way along the river, which is a good 12 kilometres, maybe even a bit more, right the way along. So around about, okay, so that bridge that we just went under is the railway bridge near my school. Up here is Zhaoqing Park, Zhaoqing Square. They're doing a lap around there, back along the river again, down the road, and then up from here, somewhere here. Oh, they're doing another up and down. Wow. And then here we go, over the bridge and over into Gaoyao. So, and there's our finish line, which actually I think is still quite a ways up the road here. It's I think we're still about another kilometre from the finish line. Yes, so just in front of us here I can see the 41 kilometres sign. So we are about 1.1, 1.2 kilometres from the finish line here. So we're going to keep wandering along here as far as we can. We'll spin our camera around, give you a little look down here. So we do have the road blocked off. The only vehicles coming along here now, I think, will be official vehicles. If we've got any sign of runners back there, I can't see any. But I'm pretty sure they won't be too far away. I'm just looking up at the bridge up here, see if we've got any sign of runners coming along the bridge. I can't see any there. Over the river, so they will be coming along the river road over the other side, and that's just too far to be able to see what's happening there. Yeah, by the time we took off from the start line, we thought we'd have plenty of time. We thought we'd have plenty of time before they start closing the roads as the runners approach those places. But by the time we got around, they were already, they'd already done a complete circuit of the lake, and were on their way back down to the near the start finish line. So we ended up getting trapped inside that circle. Which was a bit of a pain. I'm still just watching over the river here. Oh wow, we've got a, just over here we've got a hawk flying, a hawk or an eagle flying over the boats. You get quite a few of them hanging out over the river. I can't see any sign of anything happening over the other side of the river, but they would be almost there by now. The fact that they've got all the roads closed off, they're not going to be too far away now from crossing that bridge. And once they cross the bridge, they're not going to be far away at all from getting down here. It won't take them long to do this last few. So from the bridge, it's probably about it's probably not even 5 kilometres. So here we have 41 kilometres left to go. We've got 1 more kilometre from here, finish line down the end. We might actually be getting towards the point as far as we can go. Although we do have people crossing the road, we might try and get over to the other side of the road if we can. And I don't know that we're going to be able to stay on this side of the road, so we might have to get over this side. We'll see if this policeman will let us cross the road. We did just let a couple of people in front of us cross, so we'll see how we go. Can we? Cheers. So we can get over the road. He's going to let us cross. Still no sign of runners down behind us yet, but as I say, they can't be too far away. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about getting back home. It might be a case of we have to sit here and wait for quite some time after the race is over to get ourselves over the road. So down on our left here, this is the actually, is it? Yeah, the beach area that we saw is back down this way, back along the river. all the boats. It is a Sunday, so a lot of the boats parked up. Not a huge amount of traffic going up and down the river. But yeah, it's all go. 1 kilometre to get down to the finish line. It's it'll be interesting to see what sort of time they do it in. It's actually a really, really nice day for it today. It's not too warm. I sort of guessed we'd be at 24, 25 degrees by the time they got there. It is, well, it's only 18 degrees, so perfect running weather at the moment. We have plenty of police out lining the streets, keeping everything safe. So it must be about 42 point something kilometres. So we've got the 41 kilometre sign down here. Down here we've got a sign saying 1 kilometre to go. So I don't know, the marathon must be 42.4, 42.5 kilometres long then. As we were riding around trying to get to the finish of the half marathon, we actually we had the lead runners running beside us, and they were moving along at about 23 kilometres per hour. Myself and Tony were on our bikes, and they were keeping up with us without any difficulty. Well, it didn't look like there was any difficulty. Maybe there was, but they looked like they were moving pretty damn well. I'm wondering if we actually have, I just had a terrible little thought, and that is, being on this side of the road now, I'm on the other side of the road from my bike. So getting back over, we're gonna have to wait till all the runners have come through, I think, before we can do anything. So any sign of movement back this way yet? Nothing that I can see. Just looking over the river again. Looking for sort of flashing lights of the lead vehicles and stuff, although I think they will have gone past this point already. If they were getting pretty close to the end of the half marathon when we were riding around. So the finish of the half marathon is further back down around this way, probably 3 or 4 kilometres down this way on the other side of the river. And they were already well on their way towards that when we were coming back. So they can't be too far from being over here now. It is, what's the time? We started at 7:30. It is now 9:40 in the morning. So they've been running for just over 2 hours, 10 minutes. And they must be not far away. I would expect probably a 2 hours, 25, 2.5 hours maybe for the whole marathon. We'll just see how they go. They've got a timing vehicle that we saw at the start, which will be running directly in front of the lead runners, or lead runner. So yeah, as they come through, we will have the time of the first runner. All right, we're going to work our way down to the start-finish line, and we'll get back with you as we hear that things are getting closer. Don't go away. We will be here for the first runners coming through, which are the first for me. I've never actually managed to get to the finish line of one of these marathons in time to actually catch the first runners come through before. So yeah, it's we will be there in time today for sure. Okay, so we can see up on the clock here, we are at 2 hours 23 minutes now, and we have our first runner coming through here. So coming down the last 100 meters, he is, I imagine, going to be absolutely knackered after that. This is the guy that we were struggling to keep up with on our bikes. And there he goes into the finish line. We have lion dance stuff happening up here. And there he goes, crossing the finish line. Well done, son. So what have we got there? 2 hours, 24 minutes. Okay, things are going to get very noisy for a minute as we approach. Just look back down the road here. There's no sign of any other runners on the road down here that I can see. So he has absolutely blitzed the field. Done very, very well. We're going to take you down, have a look down the back through here at what the runners get up to when they finish, because we got no sign of anyone else yet. We have a big podium set up in the middle here, pointing back at the finish line for photographers, of which I'm not an official photographer, so no go for me. Right, can we see anybody else coming down this road yet? Oh, we might have... I'm trying to see back down here. We might have a couple more just on their way. I can see... lights ahead of me. I'm not sure. But here we have the lion dance group. So they'll no doubt be banging their drums as the runners cross the finish line. So we're going to keep wandering down this way a little bit. Just give you a look at what's going down at the end of the race here. I'm just keeping an eye out behind us for runners coming up behind us. So plenty of photographers here to get the runners coming over the finish line. There's no sign. There's no sign of a runner coming down the road yet. Although I can see people banging things down there, so I think there might be someone just around this bend here that they're cheering on. So we're probably not far from our second place runner. Yes, here they come now. Okay, so we've got a, looks like a couple of runners coming through. And here go the drums again to cheer them on home. So 2 hours, 27 minutes currently. Second place man, 2 hours, 27 minutes, 30 seconds. 2:27, 39 seconds for third place. Well done, guys. That's pretty impressive, I think. So as we come down this way, we have volunteers guiding them through. They've all got towels and stuff that the runners can grab. We've got spray here. They can spray their legs with sort of some kind of cold spray or something, I imagine. Then as we get down into the back here, this is all the area for the runners. I don't think we'll be able to get in here, but yeah, lots of people, volunteers, helping them celebrate their moment. Oh, he's already got a medallion around his neck. Oh no, that's a, so here's our third place man. Have we got more? No sign of anyone else coming down the road as of yet. So, we'll wander up this way. We won't be able to get into here, but we'll be able to give you a look. So as the runners get down here, they have, heaps of bananas on offer. They have plenty of water, all that sort of stuff. They will have first aid section down here. They've probably got masseuses down here as well. Give the guys a rub down after their run. They're very, very well looked after. As we were riding around, there's lots of first aid stations, lots of first aid people with that ice spray to help people with their legs. Here come some more runners. Probably going to hang around long enough. We want to try and catch the first woman through. It's all men so far. So 4th place, there we go. So here's the ice spray that they use to help them relax. So they've had this all the way along the route so runners can stop, get themselves refreshed. I don't know what that ice spray does, but yeah, lots of that. There's portable toilets set up all along the route. Every sort of 500 meters there's a portable toilets. So yeah, the runners are well and truly looked after. We're at 2 hours 30 now. Can we see any sign? Not any sign of any of the girls yet. So first aid here in case anybody needs it as they cross, and then we'll try and it's a pretty good turnout here actually for the finish line. There are quite a few people lining the route down along here, along this riverside road here in Zhaoqing. As we're walking up here, quite a lot of people on the side of the road, so plenty of people to cheer people along. We'll try and have a look at the, I'm just going to have a little quick search here, see if we can find numbers of runners. Not in that one. Let's go. Wow, so people have already posted videos on WeChat Moments showing the start of the race. Right, let's go. Search Zhaoqing Marathon. Another runner coming through. Move away from that noise a little bit. So timing table there as well. Get the official times of all the people. Right, while we're looking here, we're going to go to articles. Who do we have here? So 2 hours 32:45. So we're going to just have a quick look here, see if we can get the numbers of runners in here somewhere. Okay, it's not in that article. Let's try this one. No, okay, we're not going to be able to find that. We'll, if I find some information about the numbers, I will put the numbers down in the, I'll put the numbers down in the video description of how many runners we had in each category. But yeah, many, many thousands. It was, yeah, it's always a big event. There's always a lot of people come for the Zhaoqing Marathon. Okay, in fact, we might actually start wandering our way back up the road, heading back towards the bike, and we'll catch some of these runners as they're coming past on the road. I'm not actually sure about getting back to my bike, because where I cross the road to get over to this side of the road, we're probably no longer able to cross the road there. We might be able to duck through between runners, I'm not sure, but we'll have a look and see how we go. Okay, we've got another runner coming up the road now. So, I rode an electric bike here, and they were not far behind me after 42 kilometers of running. So, yeah, very, very well done. Right, we've got any of the girls coming along here. We've got a few runners coming along now. Still all guys at the moment. Oh, he's putting in a final sprint. And now the other guy's taken off to try and catch. Oh, we got a sprint finish. The crowd's getting into that. Wow. Still got enough energy after 42 kilometers of running to be able to put in a sprint at the end. That's just crazy. I would not be able to do that. So, okay, they're putting signs out in the middle of the road now. What's going on here? I wonder if they're sort of breaking up between men's and women's here. We'll have a look at the sign on the other side here. So yes, looks like we have women are now going to the left, men are going to the right, I think. I could be wrong about that. That was an exciting finish. Those two come in hard. Such a great event. They do such a good job here putting this on. The one thing, you know, we were just talking to Tony, the one thing that we would complain about is it's very hard to get from the start line to the finish line. Just because of the way the route was established this year, it has made it very, very difficult. So we've got these signs out. So is it men to the right? So this guy's sticking to this side. So maybe it's not what I thought it was. We'll get to the other side of this sign, give you a look, and maybe if there's somebody who knows Chinese watching, they can actually tell us what either side of this sign is pointing to. What are they, who goes left and who goes right? We'll see if we get a comment underneath about that. Another runner coming down the road ahead of us. We're still waiting to see the first of the girls approaching. Haven't seen one yet, but we've got another one on the way. It is a long way to run, 42 kilometers. And so how long are we up now? We're at 2 hours, 38 minutes now. I would have maybe tried that years ago, but no, I can't anymore. We're actually had a chat to Tony last night and we're talking about, oh, we should do this next year, but I couldn't. My knees are not what they once were. The many years on a unicycle have absolutely trashed my knees, so I really could not do this. I can still run okay on grass, but on on hard surfaces, that would just absolutely wreck me. But we might actually next year. I wasn't even aware of the fun run that was run yesterday. If I'd have known about that, we'll look into that next year and maybe take part in that and actually do a video within the crowd. That'd be pretty cool. They are very spread out, the first runners. Will probably, before too much longer, we'll probably catch groups of them starting to come through in larger groups, I would think. Although I could be wrong, I don't know. So just down here on our right, this the footpath over here that's done up rainbow colours, they were actually painting that last week. So they're still doing stuff along this, getting everything sorted out. Oh, here comes our next runner on his way down. On his way. I bet he'll be happy to reach the finish line. So good little crowds of people down here. There's not a, it's not a huge crowd, but it's a very supportive crowd. They're all cheering as the runners go by, so giving them some support. I mentioned, so back at the start line, we showed you all those bikes that were parked up, where people had gotten the share bikes to ride to the start line. I was right. Once as we were walking away, they had several vehicles there picking up the bikes to transport them to wherever they were going to next. It was yeah, I don't know if they're going to be bringing a whole collection of them here or if they're going to put buses on for the athletes to take the athletes back to, I don't even know where they'd take them. Would they take them back to the start line? Maybe they've got something set up in Paifong Square or something, some kind of event for the runners. Oh, there was a big tent set up there the other day when we went for a walk through there. So yeah, I think they may well have some kind of an event for the runners after the race is over. So this afternoon they'll all be hanging around. Now here comes our next runners. Two of them coming down here. Wow, they look absolutely, second one looks absolutely exhausted. Well done, guys. Did better than I could do. Ambulance parked up here, still waiting to see our first girl coming through. I'm sure it won't be too far away. Oh, I can't remember the time of the first runner. I think the first runner was about 15 minutes ago. So we must be having the first of our girls. Another one coming through. We must be having the first of our girls coming through any time. I'm sure they're not going to be that far behind. Another runner on the way. Not far to go. Keep it going, mate. Okay. So here's another of these first. So lots of these people on the side of the road here with this ice spray. Although I imagine by the time they get to here, they're probably not going to want to slow down to use that. They're just going to get through, get themselves finished, and take care of themselves once they've crossed the finish line. Such a great event. I love when they put things on here. Another runner coming down. Is this... Trying to see, is this the first of our girls? No, maybe not. That's just, that's a long way to run. Okay, so we're also, as we're wandering along here, we're just keeping an eye out for an underpass to get under this road over to the other side to where my bike's parked.
Hello.
Hello. The, oh, here we go.
Hello,
We've got
where
more
you from?
coming down the road.
Hello,
Coming
where you
from
from?
Australia.
Hello, where are you from?
Australia.
Are you from Australia to Canberra?
No. Here's our next runner on his way down now.
Melbourne. It is running. It is running.
So,
It's a teacher.
yes. Okay, keeping on, keeping on.
English teacher.
Trying to video. So, yeah, I don't do conversations when I'm trying to make videos. So as we're still waiting for the first of our girls, trying to remember where it was that we crossed the road. I think we're just up here where we managed to cross the road earlier, so we'll see if we can do that
Hand in hand.
between these runners.
Hand in hand. Hand in hand.
So next two coming down the road.
It is tired. It is tired. Tired.
Yeah, we know. Okay, here comes our timing car. So I wonder if this is leading the first of the girls. We didn't have a timing car, which we normally have a timing car in front of the first runner. He wasn't actually in front of the first runner, so I wonder why he's this far back. We are currently at, what's that say on there? 2 hours, just ticking over 2 hours 47 minutes now. So that's the Zika 007 being used as their timing car. Okay, so here we have first of our girls coming through. The second runner there is the first of our girls. So by the time we get down to the end, we're probably looking 2 hours 50 minutes for the first female competitor, which not as quick as the guys, but still quicker than I could do it. I mean, for me to do it, that'd involve me running maybe halfway, probably an overnight stay in the hospital, and then completing it the next day or something, at a walk. Yeah, I can walk long distances, that's no problem, no issue at all, but trying to run now with my, with the way my knees are now, there's absolutely no chance. Just looking over the river there again, I can't, no, they'd be too small. I can't see any sign of runners over there. So more coming through here. So they are starting to come through a little bit more regularly now. I think we had, what do we have, a couple of minutes between the first place man and the next couple. And there were sort of quite large gaps between them, but they're starting to get a little bit closer. So we are getting, okay, so this is where we crossed the road before. No, I'm not even going to try. I don't think they're going to let us cross the road. We might be stuck here. Hello. we might be stuck here for a little while until the race is over. But no, great turnout again. Like I say, from my understanding, we had 3,000 in the full marathon. We had 8,000 in the half marathon, which is a great turnout for them. I'm sure they'd be very, very happy with that. Here comes another of our runners on the way. No, I could not do it. I could not do that at all. Well, we've got quite a good crowd of people up here actually. So basically what they've done up here is they've come off the bridge up here and then done a sort of bit of a loop around through the back a little bit. So a couple of runners running through here, couple more coming. Okay, here's the second of our girls here coming through. Well done. It's a, yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Hello.
Hello. Actually, I do know how they do it. I used to be able to do it long time ago, back when I was young and silly, but no way could we do it anymore. So volunteer cheer squad here, so all the red shirts are volunteers. Another runner coming through. Cheering him on. Okay, we do have people being allowed to cross here, but we won't. We'll walk up here a little bit further. So the runners, yeah, we're starting to get them coming through a little bit more regular now. We've got more coming just in front of us here. So that you can hear them calling J-O or Zhaoqing. I have to learn the actual correct pronunciation. They all yell it. It can be very hard to actually clearly hear the pronunciation when they're yelling and screaming it. But that is basically, you know, come on, come on. So they're just encouraging. Another one coming. So yeah, they're starting to come thicker and faster now as the time moves on. I do wonder what the difference in time would be between the first place runner and the final runner to cross the line. Here they come. Yeah, we've got much more of them starting to come in now. Starting to become more of a flow of runners coming through. Got these road signs up all over the city. It is an absolute mess this year. Yeah, my one complaint would be it would be nice to have a route set out where you can easily get from the start line to the finish line so you can easily watch both halves. Well, a lot of runners coming down now. Another of our girls coming through. Couple of, I don't even know what they are, eagles or hawks. I don't know if you can see them in the camera there, just up here flying around, looking for fish, no doubt. And yeah, runners now coming through very regular. starting to get more of a grouping of them. So where, I'm trying to remember where we have parked, hello, where we've parked the bike. I think we're actually parked back down behind, so I'm gonna have to go and find where my bike's parked. Try not to lose that. Wow, lots of runners starting to come through now. So yeah, heaps more as we get further down the field. They're much more tightly packed. Lots, yeah, lots more starting to come through. They have done such a great job here, as they always do. And we saw at the, so back at the start, as the last of the runners came through, I mentioned there were all those red shirts at the back. Turns out, as the last of the runners went through, those volunteers in the red shirts were actually following. They had long tongs and stuff, and they were picking up rubbish along the road, right behind the runners. So as soon as the runners went through, they had the cleanup crew walking right behind them, and then as soon as they were through, they were opening all the fences, opening all the paths up, all the footpaths and everything. So yeah, while it's a bit of a pain while the race is on trying to get from point A to point B here, as soon as the race is over, everything opens up again very, very quickly. So we are down now, so over on our right here is the beach area. More runners. We'll try and get past these buses so we can actually see some of these runners coming fast. But another group running through there. Okay, another group running through here now. I wonder how many of these runners are from Zhaoqing and how many of them come from other places to run this race. Because as I said earlier, there are other marathons happening around at the same time. I'm not entirely sure that they're all happening today, but there are plenty of other marathons happening around the place at this time of year. So here on our right here we have the start of the beach area, which runs right the way down. We'll have a look a little bit further as we wander along. But yeah, great turnout. And such a gorgeous day for it. Really, really nice day. So when we first started filming here, we were at 18 degrees. It's just ticked up over to 19 degrees. Still perfect weather. Okay, more coming through here behind this sign. So all these volunteers here, it looks like they're just put here to cheer the runners on, give them some encouragement on their stretch home. They certainly didn't have this all the way through, but nice bunch of them here. It'd be nice just for the last little kilometre, have somebody to cheer you on, give you a bit of encouragement, get the energy going. Wow, what's this guy got wearing on here? Covered in some sort of silver something. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, here we have motorbike coming through. So this motorbike, official photographer on the back of the motorbike here, operating a Ronin camera gimbal. And then as we move over to our right down here, we'll have a look down over the beach area. Okay, so now I know where we are. So the bike is actually parked just down on this corner down here. So we're not far from where we need to get to. Getting there might be a problem. So yeah, here's this beach area down along the riverfront here. Really, really good job they've done down here. I hope it survives. You know, when the river rises up really high next time, I hope this all survives all right. Here's our cheer squad here. Plenty of encouragement for them as they run along. So yeah, that is our marathon here today. Here we've got another group of runners running through. It's yeah, I wonder how long before the last of the runners is done. Plenty of encouragement going on there. They're an enthusiastic bunch. So yeah, we are parked just down here on our left. So we're still a little bit further up to where the runners are coming onto this road. So yeah, from the bridge up ahead of us here, they're actually running back down here, probably 300 or 400 yards back down behind the buildings here, and then do a sort of loop around and come back onto this road from that corner, probably another 300 or 400 yards down that way, before they get onto their final stretch home. Really, really impressed with the whole event. They yeah, always do a good job. I'm sure people who are trying to live their everyday lives and get from point A to point B are not so impressed. Yeah, traffic trying to get here to this point from the start line was an absolute nightmare. As I say, we were originally trying to get to the finish line of the half marathon first, but there was absolutely no chance of that. Okay, so they are letting people cross the road up here in between the runners. So more beach area up here. A few kids playing around in there, not so interested in the running. Oh, we've got one of the runners here has got his shoes off and he's walking. I wonder if he's just run out of steam. He looks sore. It looks like he's cramping in his right leg. Doesn't look fun at all. So, the issue that we've got now is from here, I'm just trying to decide how do we get home. Because to get to the footbridge on this bridge up here, we actually have to go along this road, which is all closed for the run, so we can't do that. the road on the bridge, the actual roadway on the bridge heading this way, heading that way, sorry, is closed because that's where the runners are running over the bridge. So yeah, I have a feeling we are going to be stuck here for a little while until we can so yeah, the police are letting people cross the road here, but we'll see how we go. We might just keep wandering up the road a little bit further and see what else we can see down here before we got to kill some time anyway before we can actually get anywhere near home. So so another first aid station here. Looks like ambulance personnel here. I do wonder if, I haven't heard whether any of our students are, okay, we're going to get under this and we'll keep wandering down the road here. So, yeah, I haven't heard whether any of our students are involved this year. We often will have our students, you know, being a medical college, we'll often have our students manning some of these first aid posts. I haven't recognised any of my students yet standing on the side of the road, but I've only seen a very, very small part of the route. So over here on our left here, we have drink station. So the runners can grab a cup of water and we have a water spray here as well by the look of it. So the runners can run through the water mist as they come through. So we've got more runners. Are they going to turn this on as the runners approach? Let's just have a look here. So it's only dripping at the moment. No, they haven't turned it on for them. But number of runners. So this is where they're coming around the corner. Here we go. So we've got the water spraying out here now. And they're all taking advantage of it. So this down here is where we are coming down off of the from the loop off of the bridge. They come down through this corner here. And that's the other thing they've done. All of the corners of the race, they have these yellow school buses parked, blocking everything off. So the runners are absolutely clear. They know where they have to go. The keeps people out. It's a very effective little border that they're creating. So here we all come down around the corner. Also, we have a TV crew over the road here doing a, I imagine, a live broadcast, although I could be wrong about that. But yeah, plenty of runners coming down the road now. And plenty of cheer squad giving them plenty of encouragement. So we're going to head back down now towards our bike and start looking at trying to find our way home. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share with friends, subscribe to the channel, all that wonderful stuff. Questions or comments, as always, down in the comment section. Facebook, A Scot in China, come and join us. Come and join us for whatever we post there. And as always, if you have questions about life here in China, in Guangdong, here in Zhaoqing, again, down there in the comment section, hit us up. If you come up with a good idea for a video, I'll go away, do the research, make a video for you. But for now, I'm going to start trying to figure out how I'm going to get back home. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you all in the next one. Cheers.